Why are you putting this stuff away?
Ma'am, I feel like you're putting me in a position where I have to continuously tell you that that's an issue that you have. This is beyond going to the gym.
Okay, picture this. You're a woman heading to a wax technician for a little down there maintenance. You're fresh off the gym, maybe a little sweaty, maybe even dealing with some issues. But hey, you've got a vacation coming up, and smooth skin is non-negotiable, right? Except when you get there, the technician straight up refuses to work on you. Awkward, right? What do?
That woman would do you a favor to tell you, darling, your coochie doesn't smell great. That woman looked for all the means to tell you professionally that, babes, your coochie doesn't smell good. But you decided to jump to the internet and expose yourself.
Pull out your phone and hit record, of course, because clearly the internet will rally behind you. Or so you think. But plot twist, instead of siding with you, the internet collectively flips the script.
Why are you putting this stuff away?
Ma'am, I feel like you're putting me in a position where I have to continuously tell you that that's an issue that you have. This is beyond going to the gym.
No, I just came from the gym. I'm trying to get my wax. I have vacation. My flight leaves tonight. And I need my wax done. And now you're telling me that you can't do my wax because of a funky issue.
Suddenly, you're the villain, and the wax technician is the hero everyone's cheering for. Yup, it's giving that didn't go as planned. Now I get it. Maybe you had a rough day, hit the gym hard, or something funky was going on down there that you weren't even aware of. Stuff happens, but let's be real. If the wax tech is turning you away, there's probably a good reason. And from the sound of it, there was definitely something unpleasant in the air, if you catch my drift. This is some next-level secondhand embarrassment. So, there's this viral video going around. A girl went for a Brazilian wax, right? If you've ever had one, you know it's the most vulnerable, everything out in the open kind of situation.
Yeah. It's crazy because I've gone to other places. I've gone to European Wax Center, and they don't have an issue. The phone is going off. This is so unprofessional.
I do apologize.
This is so unprofessional.
However, that is beyond. I don't know what. Maybe European Wax Center is a little bit more equipped than we are. However, I don't feel comfortable. I'm actually a CNA as well, and that is not just an odor. That's actually an infection.
Excuse me?
That's an infection.
I don't have an infection.
And I don't feel comfortable touching you in that area.
I told you I just went to the gym.
But get this. Mid-wax, the esthetician stops and refuses to continue. Why? Because apparently there was a smell. Yeah, that kind of smell. And no, we're not talking post-gym funk. We're talking something way more serious. Now here's where it gets even wilder. Instead of quietly accepting the situation and maybe hitting up a shower or doctor, this girl decides to film it. Yes, she whipped out her phone and started recording the esthetician explaining why she couldn't finish the service.
Ma'am, that's not the gym. That's not the gym, ma'am. I go to the gym. That's not the gym. That's not the gym.
You don't go to the gym.
This is a very uncomfortable conversation for me. I'm not your primary
You
care.
don't go to the gym. I can tell by your body type.
Excuse me. I am not going to accept insults from you because I'm not insulting you.
You haven't seen it.
Excuse me.
So
you are embarrassed now.
So you're
going to try to put me down.
You wouldn't know what an odor from.
And then, wait for it, she uploaded it online, thinking the internet would rally behind her. Spoiler alert, it didn't. The internet is firmly team esthetician. Let's pause here for a second. Imagine the guts it takes for a professional to tell a client, hey, I can't keep going because, well, it smells. That's not an easy conversation to have. Any esthetician will tell you. It's their literal job to deal with all kinds of situations, so if they're calling it out, you know it's serious. And instead of being mortified and apologizing like any normal person, this girl argued back. ¿Puede es posible? Yep. She tried to say it wasn't that bad and even blamed the smell on her post-gym sweat. Girl, no. The esthetician stood her ground, saying, this isn't just sweat. There's something else going on here. And then the internet got hold of it.
The gym smells like if you don't go to the gym.
You're completely, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. We cannot provide a service for you.
It's too late for me to book last minute anywhere else. Everybody else is booked. I got this off a group.
You need to go to the doctors. This has nothing to do. I don't even know why. You should not get on that flight.
This is crazy.
This is embarrassing. I hope you're not going
this place is embarrassing. You got this bum Easter grass. Look at this place. Stop. Look at this place. No, look at this place. Please. Look at this place. I'm going to show you one. Don't touch me. Don't.
People are calling out the girl for her lack of hygiene, her entitlement, and the sheer audacity to put this on social media, effectively exposing herself. Like, sis, your face might not be in the video, but your profile is. People will find out. This isn't the kind of clout you want. Here's the thing. If you've been to a wax appointment or even a gynecologist, you know the anxiety of wondering, is everything okay down there? It's normal to overthink, but personal hygiene is key, especially in such an intimate setting. The esthetician wasn't being rude. She was professional and honest, probably even trying to help.
You can see in the video of the girl who went to have a Brazilian and she smelled so bad that the esthetician told her she could not complete the service and she had to leave. There is more to this story. I'm an esthetician. I've been one for 6 years. If you watch the video, you'll notice that the girl gets very aggressive with her when she tells her she has to stop the service. Do you know how much balls it takes to tell someone, I can't do this, you smell bad? I can guarantee you that.
But this girl turned it into a scene, and now she's facing the consequences of going viral for all the wrong reasons. So, give it a break. Honestly, the whole situation screams why people need to think before posting. Like, imagine being so focused on proving a point that you forget you're exposing your hygiene issues to the world. The comments on TikTok are brutal, with users saying things like, "She did you a favor, girl," and "couldn't be me. I'd disappear before I'd post this." Others are praising the esthetician for handling it professionally, because, let's face it, not everyone would have stayed as composed in such an awkward moment. If it were me, I'd have grabbed my stuff, apologized profusely, and left, praying the ground would swallow me whole. But jumping online to air it out?
There were things that happened before this video, and this was like the final straw for that esthetician. Any of my clients, if I were to tell them that, they would be so deathly embarrassed that they would be like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. I imagine myself in that position, what I would do, and I would profusely apologize and walk out of there so embarrassed and probably never come back. But I would never try to argue with the person.
That's a hard no. What do you think? Was the esthetician out of line? Or did the client totally deserve the reality check? Let me know in the comments and stay tuned for more jaw-dropping stories like this one. This drama is just too good to ignore. What's wild to me, though, is how this client decided her vacation plans were more important than the technician's comfort. Like, forcing someone to work on you while they're clearly uncomfortable? That's next-level entitlement. It's not just rude, it's downright inconsiderate.
That I don't smell and that they need to finish my service. No way. Ain't no way. Client's reaction tells me a lot about her.
Okay, about the girl who videotaped herself in the waxing studio. I actually have a waxer that just moved in down the street from me, and I went to a wax before, and I hate being hairy. So for me, I didn't think waxing was going to be my thing because you have to let it grow, all the things. And then,
especially when you think about it, someone's going to be in full contact with your body. The least you could do is freshen up, knowing you've just been sweating it out at the gym. But why would someone want to work on you? Hygiene 101, babe. Speaking of the esthetician, can we give her a round of applause? Because dealing with situations like this is not in the job description. She had every right to walk away.
Also, letting someone else besides my gyno look at my vajayjay is just like a fear of mine, right? But they see them all the time. Nothing's normal. But you always, like, even the gyno or your waxer, you're always thinking, man, is mine like normal? Is it the worst? I don't know. But this girl, to air that video about the waxer saying her vajayjay smelled, is insane to me. Like, that is my worst fear. I am one of those people that, like, I'm a germaphobe, and if there is...
But instead, she handled it with grace, tried to explain the issue, and even stood her ground when the client got aggressive. Let's not forget, this is someone's career, and the client was trying to drag her name through the mud just for doing her job. End of episode 109. And here's the kicker. What was the girl's endgame here? Did she really think the internet would side with her and boycott the esthetician? Did she think people would overlook the part where she skipped basic hygiene before an intimate appointment? Let's not sugarcoat it. Going straight from the gym to a wax without a shower is wild.
Any type of smell going on, you know something's not right. Like, as a woman, you know, like your pH balance can be off or whatever. There are things to rectify that, but to put it on the internet for everyone to see, yeah, your face is not on the video, but it's on your profile. Like, somebody can find out who you are. That is like next level stuff. And maybe I'm like super uber conservative with that type of stuff, like my private life. But I wouldn't want to like...
You don't just disrespect yourself like that. You disrespect the professional who has to get up close and personal. IG isn't optional, babes. It's the bare minimum. Now, let's zoom out and think about the bigger picture. This isn't just about one bad-smelling appointment gone wrong. It's about the audacity people have in the age of social media. Everyone wants to be a victim for clout. But there's a fine line between being relatable and completely humiliating yourself. Posting this video was like shooting herself in the foot while shouting, "Look at what I did!" And the worst part? The internet never forgets. This clip is going to live on in cringe compilations forever.
Hear that at all? And I still don't even air my personal, like, history of anything either. But I can tell you, my biggest fear going into a gynecologist or a waxer is that if my vajayjay isn't like normal. And obviously every vajayjay looks different. Everybody has a different, thing going on. But personal hygiene and health is huge. And they tell you there's a lot of things.
And oh my gosh, let's not even start on the secondhand embarrassment. Like, imagine being her friend or family member scrolling through TikTok and realizing this is the hill she chose to die on. You'd have to change your last name and relocate. And honestly, where's the PR team? Where is the accountability? Because someone needed to snatch that phone out of her hand and say, "No, ma'am, we're not doing this today." In the end, the lesson here is simple. Hygiene matters, respect matters, and maybe think twice before broadcasting your most mortifying moments to the world. Because this story, it's got everything. Smells, drama, professionalism, entitlement, and it's the kind of gossip that keeps TikTok buzzing.
Down there that you need to be taken care of, and there are things that you can do to help those issues, because I know some girls deal with BV really bad and other girls deal with UTIs really bad. There are things that can help not do those or get those, basically. But personal hygiene is huge, and I feel so bad for people who are in fields like that where they are around it 24/7 and you can't escape it. And I'm a smell girl. If I smell something...
So naturally, TikTok blew up over this. If you missed it, let's catch you up. Because the reactions were chef's kiss. People were absolutely dragging the client, calling her out for being disrespectful and inconsiderate. Some were even applauding the wax tech for standing her ground and refusing to compromise her comfort. Honestly, I don't blame them. At the end of the day, everyone deserves the right to say no, especially when it comes to personal boundaries in their workplace. But hey, I want to hear from you. Do you think the client was out of line? Or should the wax technician have just sucked it up and done her job? Sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more tea like this. Trust me, this kind of drama is too good to miss. See you in the next one.